Hey, what's up? Nathan here from PH Studios. This video is an important video for you guys regarding the website. I'm going to be doing a few changes, and I'd like to discuss some issues that have been going on. And one of the important things I'd like to discuss is a issue that was recently brought to my attention just a couple days ago. Apparently, if you search for PH Studios tutorials on a search engine, you will see torrent links, usually the third or fourth entry. I just want to do a statement that I do not put any of my tutorials on a torrent site. If you download any of those from torrents, be very careful. They are not officially supported by PH Studios, so they could be corrupted, they could be harmful to your system. I do not officially support those. The only way to get official videos from PH Studios is the website or YouTube, and some are on Vimeo. Those are the only three locations that you can get them. If you get them on torrent sites, they are not related to the website at all. Somebody else put them up there, and just be careful. Now, eventually, I release every video for free, either on YouTube or download. Now, as a series is going on, like the Tower Defense content series, you cannot download them. But once I finish the series, I'll provide a single zip file or a zip file like Photoshop zip and GarageBand zip that has all the GarageBand tutorials. That will be available to download. If you take a look at the XNA Complete Games 2 Space Shooter, I did the same thing with the Space Shooter series. As the series was going along, I did not release any downloads. To premium members, I do, but to everybody else, they were just on YouTube, and once I finished them, you can download the complete video series. So, eventually you can download the videos if you prefer to download them. I will release those in downloadable format. Otherwise, you can get them on YouTube and things like that. So, PH Studios, YouTube, and Vimeo for video tutorials are the only three official places that I support and I upload to. So if you see a torrent site that has my tutorials, it's not from me, so do not download those. Alright, so that was the most important update I like to stress, because there were a few people that downloaded them, and I just wanted to be clear. The second thing I like to discuss is a major website redesign. It's a little bit not as user-friendly as I like to make it. There's a giant content list on the right side that you can find cool topics. But I'm going to do a complete redesign of the main website. It'll look completely different. Now the forums, I redesigned those not that long ago, so those will pretty much remain the same. However, I did add menu entries up top. There's now Minecraft server status page, and you can go back to home. So for the main website, it will be redesigned. In the meantime, you will see a page like Drupal under construction. A site will be down. There will be a link to the forums that you can go to if you want to chat with me or find the tutorials. Any of the tutorials that are on here are on the forums. And if you go to the forums, there's a major category called PH Studios content here. These are official tutorials created by me and staff, and we just create the tutorials inside these content lists. And you can look at them here and just browse the forums in the meantime. Once the website is complete, it should be extremely user-friendly and easy to navigate. Okay, the next thing I'd like to discuss is the Tower Defense Development Series, which is actually the series that goes into the coding and we actually create the game instead of just the graphics, sound effects, music. Now, I have about 3 to 4 weeks left of the Tower Defense content series before I can switch over to the development series. Now, there's still quite a bit of Photoshop tutorials left, and those will be available to premium members until the full series is complete. Remember, these two series are independent, which means you do not have to watch the content series to watch the development series. If I finish the content series before I finish the development series, which instead of an if, it's going to be a definite I will, because there's only going to be a couple tutorials left on that, that will be fully available in a month or so, let's say. So that will be available to download, and all the tutorials will be on YouTube at that point, and you can watch those and learn how to create the graphics, music, sound effects, video, and everything that you need to create the game. And then the development series will still be going pretty strong at 2 tutorials a week. So, 3 to 4 weeks left of the content series on a week-to-week basis, and then I will start the Tower Defense development series. Once that's started, this leads into my next discussion. People have been wanting to see 3 tutorials a week, and sometimes it's pretty difficult for me to even get 2 tutorials done. I can get it recorded pretty quick, but then you have to add the encoding time and editing, and sometimes I mess up what I'm saying and I need to restart or something like that. If anybody's done any tutorials, they understand the process. I like to keep them professionally done, as professional as possible. So, I will try my best to get 3 tutorials a week. On a few weeks, obviously I will not be able to do this on all weeks. You should be able to see an average of 2 tutorials a week. Sometimes I had a busy week or something happened and I only get 1 video created for you guys. That can happen too occasionally, but sometimes I like to make up for that. Not to mention that if I have a very large After Effects video like this Hyperspace one, that's a 40-minute long video. That's obviously going to take a lot more encoding time and editing and getting the sound just right and things like that. And a 40-minute video, if I mess up a couple times, or in some cases my microphone wasn't recording in a couple videos, in cases like that, I will only be able to get 1 video out. But I like to keep it on an average of 2 videos a week. I think that's a perfect number for keeping you guys interested and keeping a nice flow of consistency to the website. So expect to keep an average of 2 tutorials a week coming to the website. There might be some special cases to where I have a long weekend and then I can do a 3 video weekend, but on average it's going to be 2 tutorials a week. For those that wanted 3 tutorials, the 3rd tutorial week, I do apologize. You'll just have to wait until the next week for that 3rd one. And then you get the 4th one on top of that. So anyway, the first thing I discussed was the torrents. Do not download my videos from any torrents at all. I do not upload my stuff to torrents. PH Studios, YouTube, or Vimeo, the only things I upload to. PH Studios, obviously anything you see here that's embedded is mine. It embeds from YouTube, but you also get the zip downloads from the content list and also in the forums. YouTube, it's Whiplash X86, Whiplash X86. Now, I currently do not pay for Vimeo, so I can only upload like 1 high-definition video a week or something like that. So, pretty much YouTube is where everything I have is. I have about 200 videos on YouTube that you can go back and watch. Anything you see here, like the space shooter game. You can download the zip file, or they're all on YouTube, as well as the old paddles tutorial. That's another announcement that I need to make. I see a lot of people trying to do the paddles tutorial with XNA 4.0 in Visual Studio 2010. The paddles tutorial was made for XNA 1.1, and I upgraded that source to 2.0. If people still want to see the paddles to coding, at least, in XNA 4.0, please let me know. I will update it to 4.0 if enough people want to see that. But I'm not going to go back and redo all those videos for XNA 4.0. Now, you can still watch those videos, and if you have any issues, please let me know. There is another YouTube announcement that I made not that long ago that covers XNA 3.1 to 4.0 changes. And that seems to cover most of what the people that are having issues with when they try to do the paddles tutorial. Things like the color is not working properly because they're looking at the wrong place, because Microsoft moved it from XNA.framework to graphics to XNA.framework. So if you find that October 31st, it was the holiday podcast video. If you look for that video, I discussed the two major updates to XNA 4.0 that you will encounter on every single 3.1 upgrade. Okay, so a lot of things that I talked about. We talked about the torrents again. The second one was the website redesign. This main website will be completely down. It'll have a link to the forums, and anything you see here, any of the content you see here, will be on the forums. There's a shout box that if you're having trouble finding something, you can post to the shout box. But this will be down for a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks actually, while I redesign it and get it as user-friendly as possible. And that's about it. That's enough rambling from me. Stay tuned. This is Friday night, Saturday morning, depends how you look at it, 1 a.m., 1:20 a.m. So I'm going to get this finished, upload it, and then go to bed. Stay tuned for 2 tutorials this week. One of them will be an XNA tutorial. I'll discuss a camera. And then another one will be let's say a Photoshop tutorial. Let's get one of those done. And yeah, that'll be it for this week. So I hope to see you next time.